had been in the program when we first started in 2008, and I stopped. But to give you a little sense of my background, so I grew up in a family of 3 girls. I was the middle, and it was not a family that really valued intelligence, and I grew up thinking I was stupid and limited, and really not powerful and not capable. And in fact, I came into my adulthood with the belief that I couldn't make a difference anywhere, and so luckily, I actually went into psychology after a failed first attempt in classical piano performance, which I didn't try very hard, and I dropped out. I went back and got my undergrad in psychology and then my master's in social work. But I still had a belief that I was stupid, and I couldn't really shake it. So when I came here after a few years after having cancer, when my daughter was 3, and realizing that, you know, there's no time like the present to really take on changing my life. And still even then having so many beliefs about being limited and capable that I was up against, I came to write, and I really started taking that on. And it was a really big deal for me to start assaulting those beliefs about myself, but the one belief that I hadn't made any progress on was that I was stupid. And so when I went back full-time to the master's program 2.5 years ago, my dad had just died after a long-term illness. My daughter had just gone away to college, so I was an empty nester, and I'm like, this is a good time to do it. So I went, and I really, if I have to be honest, I didn't really go to become a better coach. I had already been a professional coach for quite some time, and fairly successful, you know, at that. And I was a little bit skeptical. I was a lot skeptical, to be honest, about whether it was going to help me, you know, make more money, whether it was going to help me be a better coach. But the real underlying reason was because I wanted to take on that belief that I was stupid. I was just kind of done with it. And when I first started in the program, the very first the orientation, Judith taught me about something called yearning-based learning. And yearning-based learning is basically everything that I wasn't taught in school. I had the typical American education where you read the book, you memorize it, you pass the test, you write the paper. Yearning-based learning was very different, and I knew right away that this was a program that was different than any other program I had ever taken. Again, I had my undergrad, I had my master's, I went to a good, you know, high school, one of the best ones in the south suburbs. But yearning-based learning actually taught me to follow my heart. And I had not learned how to do that anywhere in my life. And that was the first time that I really learned how to follow my interest, my passion, my curiosity, and learn the things that I wanted to learn within the bigger structure of the graduate program. And I started digging in, and I started, you know, seeing that I actually had interests, and that I had a self that had interests. And I really started challenging that belief that I was stupid. Now, a lot of the things that I was learning, just for context, were a lot of the things that I learned in my undergrad in psychology and my master's in social work. We learned, you know, developmental psychology and Adlerian psychology and existentialism and neuroscience and educational psychology and human potential. None of that was you know, really new to me, but I had no idea how to apply it. And what happened is, as I started learning from my heart, I started taking in what I was learning about my own development, you know, both applying it to myself and then applying it to the people I was coaching, and taking what I understood about Adlerian mistaken beliefs and self-fulfilling prophecy and lots of other things, and taking it into the coaching. And I noticed that I was becoming a better leader. And I didn't really expect that, but it was really gratifying. And as I was doing the assignments myself again, I was able to be a better leader. I've been a YOT leader since I graduated in 2005, and I noticed that my YOT groups were doing better, and I was having more fun, and I was more nourished, and it was just a better experience for everybody. And one of the things that happened is, I always thought you had to learn and discover yourself and then write it. That's actually not it. I actually discovered that I had to discover myself through my writing. It was in the writing, it was in the struggle of, you know, seeing what was going on inside of me as I was writing, as I was, you know, in this like almost birthing myself in the moment that the discovery of myself happened. I had applied it in different ways before that, but it was in the synthesis of everything that I found myself. And that was a real wake-up call for me. So, can't read my writing. Oh, so around the second year of the program, my mom my mom deteriorated and she got ill and she went into hospice. And at the time we had studied human potential. We had studied Carl Rogers and things like being really in the here and now with positive regard, and we were integrating that into the right, the right integrative, curriculum. And I noticed that I was very different with her as she was dying than I had been with my dad. I had, really done a lot of lovely work with my dad, but with my mom, I had learned how to be present to myself, because in this program, I actually found myself in what my core yearnings were, even though I'd been working on that for a long time. And in the program, we were studying the map of transformation which is Dr. Drew's beautiful model called Evolating, and the developmental model, which is Dr. Bob Wright's. And I saw myself, my past, my present, and my future in a synthesized way that I'd never seen it before. And I was starting to be more present in my body and present with my cognition and my body and my experience at the same time. And as my mom was dying, I was able to just be with her and hold just a beautiful, quiet space with her as she, day by day got weaker and weaker and couldn't talk and couldn't walk. And, before that, I would have just wanted to run out of the room and let somebody else handle it. And I was just like, I was able to have this sweet 3 months with her after a lifetime of a really bad relationship, because I had learned how to be with myself and I had learned how to be with her in a beautiful way. And so she passed away, and I finished my graduate degree, and I really blew the doors off of what I thought I was capable of. And that had never happened before in the 10 years before that I had been doing this work, and something I was really proud of. So this is a very unusual program in that it requires you to be yourself, find yourself, and follow your heart and follow your yearnings. And that's exactly what I needed to go on and make a huge impact on everybody I coached, almost triple my, my income, and be one of the most nourished people I know among my family and friends. So highly recommend this program, and I'm really happy about it. And thank you.